What's going on, people? Welcome back to the preview as we look ahead to the Tottenham game on the weekend. Now that we're relaxed, we've got Stan back. We're going to talk about the game in more detail. As always, if you're doing the content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to not miss out on future content. Stan, welcome back. Now that we're safe, you're appearing once again.
What's going on? I'm back. Yeah, what's it called? Fair weather fan.
Fair weather fan, just like how it is on Football Manager nowadays. But look, we haven't spoken in a while. It seems like we're safe now. How are you feeling about Palace at this moment of time? 4 games to go. We're safe. Are you relaxed?
Yeah, very actually. Which is surprising because it wasn't looking great 6 weeks ago, was it? You were looking at it going, "Oh my god, like could be in a lot of trouble here."
Exactly where we're going to get the next goals, because goals is the main problem, and now we can't stop scoring. It's literally the opposite.
There you go.
And we've been scoring every single week. But look, coming into this game, we're coming into it with a very good performance against West Ham, but shaking set pieces. So in terms of the Tottenham game and seeing how they've been performing, in terms of result, like what is your expectations? Because you're facing Tottenham away from home, but then you're also facing a struggling side that have been very dodgy, that we'll talk about in more detail.
So it's a weird one. So we've never won up at their new stadium. So I would.
What is new? We haven't played it that many times.
I know, but we've never won at the new stadium. I would like to go up there and win. But listen, I think they've still got some really good players, right? Who on their day are, probably considerably better than what we have. So it depends what Tottenham side turns up, but I would like us to go up there and try and win the game for sure.
Yeah, look, let's start off with the negatives. And the negative and the main talking point after the West Ham game was not us not scoring goals, but us not conceding goals from set plays. Like, how on earth can we stop it? Look, set pieces, what went wrong for you? What was against West Ham that you noticed potentially that went wrong? Was it an off game? Did you notice maybe some players losing their markers? Like, what was it?
I think a lot of players lost their markers. I think the first one, Elise literally headed it back to Souček, didn't he? Elise got 3 assists that day, right? Because what's it called?
Yeah. Well, the first one was Elise, but the other two, I mean, we could have potentially done a bit better.
Could have done better. I think Souček lost his marker twice, and obviously because they'd been practicing it on the training ground, right? Ball comes in, flick on, and then obviously carnage, and it goes in. I think it's something that can be addressed during the week, and hopefully we can, rectify it on the training ground. Do you know what I mean? So we don't have to do that. We don't have to, concede stupid, silly goals like that, because we should have won the other week. We should have won last week about 4. It should have been 4-1, 5-1, really.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, with us conceding these goals, and it has been happening. So out of the 7 goals conceded ever since Roy's come in, about 4 of those have been from set pieces. Yeah. And I don't get how a manager would make us worse in that area. Is it a case of, are we not working on it? Because we conceded 1 against Leeds, conceded 3 against West Ham, and also against Wolves, the first, the own goal that came from a set piece as well. Is this side just not good enough in set pieces? Part of me says no, because clearly they can prove it when they do work on it, because under Vieira, we had this moment as well. I mean, I remember at the start, but then we worked and we improved and we didn't have them problems. But part of me saying, like, what did Roy do to make us different in set pieces? Maybe we focus too much on attacking. Of course, you can't answer that. I can't answer that.
Yeah.
But, have you noticed that as well? Like, the 4 goals out of 7 has been from set plays. We hardly conceded open play.
I think he's focused. I think they must have focused a lot on it, like attacking rather than obviously defending. But I think that we've fallen asleep one too many times at corners. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'd expect better from Gay and Anderson, especially. They're 2 top quality centre halves. You'd expect better from them. And I think, maybe Sam Johnson could marshal his box a little bit better, get them organised, etc., etc. But I think it's something that can be rectified pretty quickly, personally.
Yeah, so talking about Sam Johnson, there was also, there was talks about whether he's at fault with the goals. Because the goals, if you notice, they came near enough, like inside a 6-yard box, where you expect your goalkeeper to be a bit more demanding and controlling in that area. Whereas I didn't really notice it until someone said it. And then I was like, yeah, like maybe he should come out a bit more. Do you think Sam Johnson, that could be his weakness? Maybe set pieces?
Yeah, he doesn't come for crosses, hardly. He hardly comes for crosses. Guaita is actually very good at coming for crosses. I haven't noticed Sam Johnson come for that many crosses, so that may be the case. But next few games will tell us. Maybe maybe we'll get better at it. You know.
Yeah, and looking at Spurs, I mean, it's not going to help us, but they're joint top alongside Liverpool in set piece goals scored this season. So we're facing another side that's very good at set pieces. So when you're talking about individuals that just need to step up to the plate, I agree. But in this game, we have to make sure it doesn't cost us, as it nearly did against West Ham, because we actually, moving on to the positive, we actually controlled that game, and it was pretty easy from open play. They barely created any chances, and Wilf was back in this game. I think that's the main positive. But that Wilf and Ayew combination seemed to work. Ayew up front, Wilf out wide. Tottenham's defense is shaky. 16 goals conceded in their last 5 games. Look, if we don't score in this game, we should be fuming, right? Because that's the one thing I'm looking at. We should be scoring, a few goals in this game with all the attack that we've got.
Yes. And I don't think their defense is the greatest either, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're playing up against an Eric Dyer who's in some pretty rubbish form at the moment, I think we should be looking to score against them for sure. And I think our attacking players can cause them problems, all of them, right? So,
yeah. I'm looking at exactly. I'm looking 100% looking at our attack, because that attack, the way that we've been playing, when you add Wilf into that as well, I don't know if you noticed, but when you add Wilf into that, you just can't mark them or double team them as like Everton did with Eze and Elise. So if Tottenham want to do that, then you leave Wilf out wide, and that's the thing. People always say, look, Wilf, 200k, let him go. I don't know where you stand on it. But he's not finished. He's not finished product. I just can't understand where people are coming from about Wilf being finished, because he showed his worth once again against West Ham, and it's not only
he's a quality player. Like there's no doubt about it. And 200k a week, I think it's going to cost more than that if we're going to let him go and bring someone else in. So yeah, it's probably worth it from our point of view to offer him that deal, right? He's a quality player. Like there's no doubt. Like we are so much better as a team most of the time when he plays. Like we are. Like on Saturday, you saw it. They tried to double mark him, and then men went away from Ayew, they went away from Elise, they went away from Eze.
Yeah, he has that presence. That presence. That's the thing.
Yeah, he has that presence, and people still think he's the main threat. And like I said, double mark him, and then you had two or three of them were free, and we scored all these goals, right? So yeah, you got to keep him. Or try as much as you can.
Well, it's been linked with a move away, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, because there's Chelsea's, there's the Arsenal's, and all of the other clubs that's just been linked with Wilf. But I guess till the end of the season comes, then we'll find out, because there's lots of conflicting reports as well out there. So for me, you have to keep him. And he showed his worth against West Ham as well, because he destroyed Kufal, absolutely destroyed him. And Kufal was having a meh against Wilf, and that's no coincidence, especially with his first game coming back. Let's look at the league table. Look, finally, we're not 12th. I repeat, we are not 12th. We moved up to 11th. If we win this game, we'll still remain 11th, which is not a bad thing. A draw could drop us down to 13th, and a loss potentially down to 14th, although that shouldn't happen due to goal difference.
Yeah.
Now we moved up the table, and is at 11 now. We look at Palace, where we are. What's next? What's next for this Palace side? Now that we're safe, we're 11th. Is it pushing on to 10th? Is it keep making sure that we don't lose 11th, because there's still teams below us that could catch up to us? Not saying in terms of relegation, but the likes of Wolves and Bournemouth. So what would you like to see till the end of the season?
I would like to see us try and finish 10th. Because I think that was one of the objectives at the start of the season, was to break into that top 10. And that would be, Palace, a top 10 Premier League team. Doesn't happen very often. Would be brilliant. So try and break into that top 10. And I think that, if you look at Fulham as it stands, obviously they're 6 points ahead of us. If they hang on here against Liverpool, it's still, still the first half there. But we got to play them. They've got a better goal difference than us, but we've got to play them. And we are playing other teams around us that we should be able to beat. And if we can beat them, we'll go above them. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, I've said it. I've said it before. I'm not that fussed, in all honesty. Like, I'm not going to cry and say, oh, we finished 12th. Oh, like that's not gonna happen. It is what it is at this stage. 11th is nice. Let's try to keep 11th. That should be my main focus. I think finishing 10th would be nice, but I think right now, because we've got 11th and depending on Chelsea, they got games in hand ahead of us, but you don't really see them getting a win at this current moment of time, and they've got some difficult fixtures. So at this current moment of time, I think we could keep 11th, and I think that should be the target. Of course, 10th is pushing up the table, and that'd be brilliant to have a top 10 finish this season, considering that we didn't win a game for like 4 months. Which is absolutely crazy, and we've still finished in the top 10. But you don't want to lose 11th as well. Looking at Tottenham, what have you made of them? Because I can't lie, the term, Spursy, they can't be more Spursy than this. And hopefully it doesn't bite me back. But Liverpool, literally last minute goal they score, and then they concede it after 30 seconds later from the kickoff. Newcastle put 6 behind them. As I said, they've conceded how many goals was it? 16 goals in the last 5 games.
Yeah.
Like, of course, they're still Tottenham and they've got some quality players, but like this is the perfect time to face them, surely.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think we're ever going to have a better opportunity to beat them at their place. Like I said before, we've never won at that stadium, their new stadium.
And then we have 4-0. We have to say that. That's the look.
Yeah,
I'm confident for the game, but I'm not getting carried away saying, "Oh, they're struggling. We have to beat them way on 4."
No,
because they were struggling last time around, and we still lost to them 4-0, and we collapsed in the second half. Of course, that was under Vieira, so you don't expect the same mistakes to happen under Hodgson. But part of me saying, don't get a bit too complacent as well, because yes, they are struggling, but they're up the table for a reason, because they could pick out wins here and there to keep them in that position.
Yeah, for sure. They're still the 6th best team in the country at the moment, right? So, and look, if Kane and Son are on their game, and 1 or 2 others, it's a completely different scenario, right? And Kane and Son always turn up against Palace most of the time, right?
Well, all the time. When you mean most of the time, you mean all the time, literally. Like, and they're the players.
Well, we beat them last season at Selhurst, right? Beat them. Was it 2 or 3-0? Yeah, 3-0. We beat them
under Nuno. That was Nuno tax, I guess. Nuno Espirito
Santo. I mean, some people going, "Oh, Palace will beat this lot." It's not that simple. I think we should go there and look to win the game for sure. But yeah, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah. So, in terms of, let's move on to the final bit of the show, because I know we haven't got much time today, but I thought might as well do a preview. And honestly, spoiler alert, if you watched it this far, everyone was here. We had a full house until literally everything just collapsed. Internet went, people also had emergencies and all of that, and everyone disappeared. So it's only me and Stan. Whereas for the first time, we was about to have a full house. Unfortunately, yes, it's been an absolute mare. But score predictions then, Stan. Look, coming to the end of the season, I think there's going to be goals in this. I'll be honest. I think there will be goals in this. I'm not saying that we're going to win, but I can see a goal, draw. I can see like a 2-2 draw, because I feel like both sides have got talent. And I think Kane and Son is the main one that I'm worried about. But for you, how do you see it going? I'm going to go for 2-2, but I can see it going both ways as well. But let me just stick with 2-2.
I'm going 2-1 Palace.
2-1. Who's scoring?
Wilf and Eze.
Wilf and Eze. I can't lie, that's realistic. And plus, our defense has been solid as well from open play. So, as long as the set pieces, as I mentioned at the start of the show, that's what worries me. As long as we're solid with the set pieces, because Tottenham are also very good, one of the best in the league, we should be fine. But that's a massive if. But look, we're going to find that out. As always, if you guys have enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And let us know your thoughts on the game in the comment section down below. Thanks to every single one of you who has watched this. Thank you to Stan. And also AJ and T, who was here in principle, but disappeared, for joining us. But look, up until next time, up the Palace.